Good morning, YouTube. So basically, I'm going thrifting today. It's Martin Luther King Day. They have 50% off sales at all the Value Villages and I believe Goodwills as well. I was hoping to get to the Tacoma Value Village like 15 to 30 minutes after they open. So in about 15 or 30 minutes. However, the Tacoma Value Village is a little bit farther than that. So I probably won't get there till like 9:45 or 10, which means I'm running a little bit behind schedule. So I need to hurry up, get dressed, and get to my car. So yeah. You know, I'm riding in my car. Man, shout out to the Pack, man. Legendary days. Even though I'm not listening to the Pack right now, I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac, man. Shout out to Fleetwood Mac. A lot of you guys ask what I use in my outros. It's usually like Fleetwood Mac or Nirvana. Unless it's relevant to the video, then I try to include like an artist that's relevant to the video. Or maybe like some like friends of mine that are like local from Tacoma. But yeah, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, we're about 20 minutes out from the thrift store, so we will be there soon. And I have arrived at the Tacoma Value Village. I'm actually like 10 minutes late. It's not that bad. The reason I like to get here early is because, well, not like super early. I don't like to be here right on time. I used to come before they open, but I realized they actually don't put product out until like the first 15 to 20 minutes anyways, or like new product. Usually the Tacoma one's a little bit slower. All the other ones will put out the product like the night before or before they open. Tacoma is just a lot bigger. This feels kind of weird. I haven't done this in a while. For those of you wondering, the reason I haven't done this in a long time is just because, you know, I had to focus on, but anyways, I had to focus on other things and I was just too busy, but I do miss the thrifts. Oh, what's that? And the first thing that I see is this beautiful Nautica fleece. Sadly, this size small. It actually still might fit, but look at this thing. You got the Nautica little sailing sails. I don't really know what their logo is called, but you know, it's sails from a boat because it's like a sailing thing, sailing team. Shout out to Lil Yachty, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, look, you have Nautica embroidered all the way down the sleeve. There is some like little lint balls, but the piece is actually in pretty good condition. I was checking this white stripe, and it's not that bad actually. I would say like a good like 9 out of 10 once you get this lint balls off. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this up. $6, 50% off today, so it will be $3. $19 for a Columbia fleece. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm confused. What? This is unacceptable. Like, this is a cool fleece, it's in good condition, but $19, bro? I'm not shopping at like a freaking Columbia outlet store. I'm shopping at a thrift store. And if this was a vintage colorway or something crazy with like huge Columbia graphics or something, then I'd say maybe, but this is like fairly new. You could find this at the Columbia store. Shout out to the Dragon Ball Z inspired bomber right here. Damn, who has seen those ugly freaking Adidas Dragon Ball Z? Oh my gosh, I genuinely have no idea what Adidas was thinking. Here's a clean little North Face hoodie. However, I will say it's a little bit faded, a little bit beat, which is why I'm gonna pass on it. Ooh, you even got the North Face tag right there on the hood. That's pretty sick. It's actually only $3.49, so I'm glad to see that. That means they are not going to tax on everything that is just North Face or Columbia, because thrift stores out here do that. But there's no rips, no stains. This is just kind of faded, which is probably why it's that low. But still, I'm glad to see that. This makes me hopeful. We got some more Nautica heat. However, I'm not really a fan of this piece. I don't really like the reverse stitching. There's not enough branding. I need this thing to say Nautica super fat. And on top of that, this one's more money, so I'm going to have to pass. Oh shit, it's Polska. What? Man, I got all excited. I saw the pole and I was like, polo? No. This angelic polar bear fur velour, beautiful royalty blue track top right here is in such pristine condition. The only issue is there's a little bit of staining on the arms. You can't even see it because it's so angelic. Ooh, the vintage Helly Hansen though, you can tell it's super old. And by the way, Off-White, Helly Hansen did it first. Stop playing me, bro. Look at it. Helly Hansen did it first. Echo used to be the shit back in the day, bro. Ooh, little Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's logo athletic. Yo, this ribbing is sick. I wish the rest of the piece was something that I'd wear, but look, the ribbing on the bottom, the neckline, even the cuffs is so fire. Going through the shirts here is always the most miserable thing on the planet. I hate going through the shirts, to be honest. Little Nike Just Do It shirt. I try to just like go through pretty quick and like, ooh, Barcelona, that's dope. This is from Park Güell or Guerri or whatever. They have like the mosaic lizard. Anyways, I try to just skim through because Goodwill has so many freaking shirts. So I try to see if there's anything that like interests me. instead of going shirt by shirt like I used to do. It just takes so much freaking time to go through every single shirt here. Yo, here's a super nice Pendleton button-up. For those of you that don't know, Pendleton makes quality, and their stuff is usually a little bit pricey. You can see all the Pendleton little engravings in the buttons. Definitely a nice little button-up. The shoes are looking sad as ever, and I've been thinking about it. I think that this is worth some money, and I think that I could sell this. However, it's not wool, and right now I'm not trying to just buy everything that I can sell. I wouldn't sell it for like a lot more than that. I'd sell it for like maybe like 15, 16 bucks, especially because the wool ones I sell for like 20. And this I think is a super dope pickup as well, but Tampa Bay Buccaneers doesn't get as much love as some of the other teams. And once again, I wouldn't sell it for much more than that. I'd probably sell it for like right around like $10. Now this, obviously, this is going to sell for a lot more than what's listed at, because this piece is just insane. Once I clean it up, it's gonna be in pristine condition. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the only piece I get from this thrift store. So now let's hit Burien. So anyways, a lot of you guys might be wondering, yo, are you gonna do trips to the thrift store? Are you gonna keep doing it? If you are wondering whether or not I'm gonna do trips to the thrift and you would like to see those, make sure you smash that like button. By the way, I just want to say Burien's outerwear section already came through. Look at this beautiful North Face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me just turn up this brightness, because as you can see, it's all black, all black. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. This is literally like perfect condition. I need to test all the zippers, make sure everything is good, but everything looks absolutely delicious. And it's only marked at $15, which if you guys don't understand, like, that jacket is like, this is an expensive quality jacket. Those are like $200-300 brand new, and that one looks like it's in pristine condition. And we also found a vintage Columbia. I was just talking about how it's not worth it unless it's like a vintage Columbia colorway. Obviously, as you can see, $23.99. It will be half off, so I'll get for like 12 bucks. I'll probably sell it for right around there if you guys want to buy it. It's extra large. The vintage Columbias are sick, and look at the back. Look at that embroidery on the back of the neck. Skedaddle. They always do like random embroideries on the back of their like older pieces like that. But yeah, man, vintage Columbia is fire, and it looks like it's in pristine condition. I need to test the zippers and the buttons and make sure everything is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Here's a brand new with tags Adidas hoodie that I would normally buy. However, I'm not going to, just because right now I'm not trying to buy a lot of stock. I'm trying to keep it somewhat limited. I already got 3 things today, which is like really all I want, but I have like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 more thrift stores to hit. So I found this perfect condition Nike dry fit hoodie with the hickey hider action. Always crucial. Literally, that looks like it just came out the store. And then we got a CCM fleece. That is sick. Of course, I prefer like a CCM hockey jersey, but we will see what we can do. Maybe the thrift gods will come through. Yo, did you just hear those bars though? We'll see what we can do. Hopefully the thrift gods come through. Oh, your boy spitting bars. Man, I was all excited thinking that this was like Kenzo, but it's Kenpo. What the fuck? I really have no motivation to go into this thrift store because as I pulled up, 1, I'm starting to get tired. 2, I got no sleep last night. 3, as I pulled up, I saw this kid that looked pretty hip with a little shoulder bag, and he had like a huge bag of stuff, which means he probably got it. But positive thinking, Jacob, positive thinking. If you hit it there with a negative mindset, you'll get negative results. I'm telling you, as long as you think, yo, I'm gonna find some heat today, then you will find some heat today. Yeah, there's not really much in here, but there is this Pendleton flannel right here. This is a wool flannel. These things actually go for quite a bit of money. It's really hard to find these things used without cigarette burns or cigarette holes or anything like that in them. This has nothing in there. All the buttons are perfectly intact. Look at that Christmas crystal ball colorway right there just shining. I can see next Christmas already. Looking absolutely gorgeous. It's a sick colorway, so I'm definitely gonna pick this up. Honestly, these things are definitely worth buying for right around like $20 to $25. This one I'll probably sell for 20. Definitely the best quality flannels you can get. And brand new, these things are way too much money. And we have arrived at the Goodwill. So I don't normally like hitting Goodwills because usually they're just too taxed and their selection is not nearly as good. Part of me was worried that I'd have to rely on Goodwills because I heard that the pricing system changed in Value Village, but to be honest, I haven't really noticed any changes. The first thing I see when I walk in here is this beautiful large Columbia. Oh my gosh, this thing is gorgeous. That blue and yellow is popping. Oh man, this is a good find, and it's got the liner too. This is really rare to see it with the liner. Oh, I love that. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'm gonna cop it. It's $25, which is kind of taxed for this colorway. Like if it was like a vintage colorway that they don't really do anymore, then maybe. But I feel like I might be able to find, I don't know. This doesn't seem like super vintage. Boogaboo. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. I'm gonna think about it and come back to it. Never mind, not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna leave because the way that Goodwill has their shirts, I don't like digging through them. I have to have my arm up the whole time. And on top of that, this guy coughed my right eardrum. I feel like I could have an ear infection now. I just need to get out of there. So I think I'm done up north. I think it's time to hit the thrifts of my local city, which almost never come through, ever. Okay, so in Tacoma, arrived at the Value Village. We gotta hit this and then maybe hit like a Goodwill or 2 or 3, I don't know. Here's the Nautica piece, it's okay, but the only thing that really stands out to me is this little breasticle embroidery, a little chesticle embroidery right there. That's definitely different, I haven't seen that before. Nautica patch on the back, nothing else though, other than that, it's pretty plain. Yo, so this Chams, this is actually pretty dope, look at this. Whistler. At first I thought this was Chaps, just because as you can see they use kind of like a similar little thing, but I just thought that was kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm starting to get tired, and I don't really feel like filming at the next thrift store. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna try to find some heat. I'm at the Goodwill, as you can see, right there. It's a little bit overexposed, but anyways, we're gonna get in, see what we find, and then we will head home and go over what we purchased today. Okay, so I have arrived at my humble abode. Hopefully the lighting is good. So we got some goodies, you know, I didn't really get a whole lot. I still got a good amount of stuff right here. All right, so we got 5 items. Now, normally you guys know me, I cash out. However, I'm trying to get everything situated so that way I can basically start posting all this stuff to Robitussin and Poppy, so it's not just Supreme, FTP, and Palace. I want to post some other stuff there like North Face and Columbia, Pendleton, Nautica, all that stuff. So I didn't want to cash out and buy just like tons of stuff because I can't post right now. I'm just kind of busy getting situated. I'm trying to organize my apartment, and I don't know, I'm just trying to get everything in order before I start posting on Robitussin and Poppy again. But this stuff that I show off today will be for sale on Robitussin and Poppy shortly. So if you guys would like to acquire any of these things, and I got some other heaters that I will be posting from the thrifts, then make sure you follow Robitussin and Poppy. That'll be somewhere on the screen and in the description below. Speaking of thrifting, I know it's been a while, but if you guys want to see more trips to the thrift, make sure you smash that like button. If this video gets enough love, I will gladly do more of them. The reason that I haven't been doing them as much is because this is how I make my living, right? And I really enjoy thrifting. But personally, I enjoy thrifting without a camera. For me to take my camera out and do that, it requires some kind of incentive, right? It makes it, like, it's just common sense, right? And so if you guys want to see more of that, of course, smash that like button. If these videos get enough love, then I will gladly do more of them. I know a lot of my OG subs miss the trips to the thrift. I do like, you know, encouraging people to get out and thrift, but I just haven't had time, man. I've been swamped, but I do, you know, I had fun, and I want to do this some more. So anyways, let's get to the pieces real quick, because we got to go. So, first up, we got this Nike Dry Fit. I think this piece is sick. It's like basically new without tags. I think it was marked actually pretty reasonably. It was marked at $16, which I think is a fair price. Now, of course, I got that for half off. Just like with anything, if you're going to sell it, you essentially want to try to buy it for half of what you are selling it for because you have to pay taxes on that profit. Now, oh wait, before I get into the vintage Columbia, I just want to say, this piece is really sick. One thing I like about it is the hickey hider action. As you know, anytime you are hoeing, you need some hickey hiders in your collection. That way, when, you know what I'm saying, one of your side pieces mark up your neck, you know, she's marking her territory, you got your BM, and she won't notice a thing because you got the little hickey hider on, you know? She might be like, yo, why haven't you taken that hoodie off in like 5 days? But just know, you know, cool, I'm chilling, relax. That was me talking to my imaginary girlfriend that I don't have. Anyways, so next up we got the Columbia, right? This Columbia piece is super sick. I love these vintage colorways. When it comes to the vintage colorways, the 2 brands I recommend are Columbia and North Face. It's easier to find like super sick deals on vintage Columbia jackets. On the back of the neck right there it says Skedaddle, and just overall I think this piece was also reasonably priced. It was marked at $24, but of course I got it for $12, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Now this is probably the best deal of the day in my personal opinion. I got this for $7.50. This is a North Face Denali. Wow, man, I was talking pretty quick for a minute there, huh? So yeah, I got this for $7.50. It was marked at $15, which I still think is extremely reasonable. Honestly, for your personal collection, it's worth paying $50 for these if they're in good used condition. These things are not cheap, bro. And this thing isn't like perfect condition. Like this thing is definitely in nice condition. Man, this thing is so sick. I was pretty impressed with this pickup, and I'm glad that I found that. Another steal that definitely competes in my personal opinion is this Nautica piece. Now, there are some minor little lint balls throughout the little garment or whatever. However, this piece is definitely worth it. Once I clean it up, it'll look good as new. As you can see, you have the Nautica embroidery going all the way down the sleeve. This piece is fire. You got like a dark blue upper with some little baby blue bottom you know, hits, and I just think that piece was a killer deal. I think I got this for like $3. Last but not least, we got the Pendleton flannel. Now, I do not recommend buying Pendleton new. I think Pendleton is quality. However, I just don't think it's something you should buy new, especially because it's something you can find used all the time in the thrift store. And like, these are quality flannels. Do not get me wrong. Brand new, I'm pretty sure these flannels go for like $100, $200. I want to say it's 100, but let's see. Yeah, on sale, they go for $100. On sale, people. Normally marked at like 135 to 145. I think that probably depends on size. But I'm telling you, these are crazy expensive brand new because they're all 100% virgin wool. The sheep that the wool is cut from, they're virgins. They've never had sex. But yeah, man, so you can find these in the thrifts. I do not recommend buying them brand new, and I'm sorry, Pendleton, if you're watching this. However, I just don't personally recommend buying them new because you can find them in the thrifts. I got this one for $8. Now, a good deal for a Pendleton for your personal collection, I would recommend paying anywhere upwards of like right around like 25 bucks. I think that's a good deal as long as there's no cigarette burns or anything like that. But they are quality, so if you want a nice flannel, then make sure you just find a used Pendleton. And you can always buy this one, which will be posted on Robotus and Poppy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. Like I said earlier, if you would like to see more trips to the thrift, make sure you smash that like button. Also, if you want the chance to acquire any of these items in the near future, make sure you follow Robotus and Poppy. I am hoping to post on there very soon, so just stay patient with me. Go follow that. And of course, while you're following Instagram, so go follow my Instagram, the most fire Instagram in the game. I'm telling you guys, I cannot stress this enough. The content I have coming is freaking insane. So just stay tuned. Thank you guys so much. And peace!
Psychic spies from China try to steal